Hey everyone! I wanted to chat to you today about getting started in your business. I know that within my beautiful community, I have a lot of health entrepreneurs that are at very different stages of their business. But I wanted to focus more directly on today the beautiful, amazing people who are in the startup phase, because that is the most overwhelming stage that I've found myself, and it's the most common stage that I get asked questions about. And usually when the coaches come to me at this stage, they're very overwhelmed. There's so much to take in, and they're literally ready to throw it all in before they've even gotten started, before they've got clients, before they've even got a feel of that amazing freedom of having their own business that's driven from their passion. So I wanted to give you some tips on how to go about getting started and how to break it down so it's a little bit easier for you and not so overwhelming. Now, there's this thing that I learned when I was working in the bank, because we were all about prioritizing, and because we were very much a high touch, reactive kind of industry. We had to really learn how to prioritize what the most important thing was to the least most important, so that we could just get through tasks during the day. Otherwise, I watched people leave at the end of the day and hadn't got any of their work done. Used to have anxiety of a night time, come in the next day still feeling anxious. So the best tip I can give you in this stage is to really make a list of all of the things that are on your mind, all of the things you wish to achieve, all of the tasks that you haven't quite got to, or you want to get to, or you've seen someone else doing something that you think, right, I need to do that in my business. Write them all down. Now, I have a notebook. I have actually probably 50 million notebooks, but I also write notes on my phone because I find that I've got my phone most. So I've set a folder up in the notes section in my phone, and I write down all of this stuff. But what I want you to do when you're starting out, write it all down, and then in priority of one being the highest, I want you to go down to each task and number it. Now, it sounds so bloody simple, but you would be surprised what a, easy task it is, but how much anxiety it can take off you. Because instead of just looking at a page full of stuff that you need to get done, you can look at it one by one, item by item. So start there. Start looking at the things that need to be done. Now, while you're looking at this list that you're numbering, I want you to look at the things you're writing down and be totally honest with yourself. And if there is things in there that you know are not your strong suit, that you definitely can't do by yourself and you need help with, instead of numbering it, I want you to put an asterisk beside it, because these are the things that you need to probably outsource or get further assistance with. So there's no use stressing yourself about that right now, because it's not something you can do. You can definitely find someone to help you with it, but it's not your task. It's someone else's task for now. Now, when I first started out, I decided that I wanted to wear all hats in my business, and I wanted to learn all of the aspects of my business, mainly because I was very short on funds, and that's the only way I could really go about doing stuff. But there is so many options and opportunities these days to be able to outsource, and I just really didn't know what they were back then. I didn't know the type of help I could get, or even the systems or the platforms I could use that would make it easier for me to do them myself. So if there is things on there that need to be outsourced, definitely have a look at them and see if it's a priority, and if so, start looking for someone who's amazing who can help you get those things set up. Now, on that, I have a disclaimer. If you are getting started And on this list of outsourcing things are things like websites, business cards, things like that. Please know that these are not top priority things in your business. You are the brand. You are the person who needs to be marketed. Those other things are amazing, but they will come with time. And I see so many beautiful people starting out that go spend thousands of dollars on a website, but they don't know how to drive traffic to it. So the website's basically just a shop front that has nobody coming to visit. So it's a waste of money to start with. We have beautiful free platforms these days that we can use to get us started so that we can start talking to our clients and start getting them in paying us so that we actually have an income then to pay for these things that we need. So start out by setting up a free Facebook page, free business page, a free Instagram page. You utilize those free things that we have. Maybe a free email marketing platform like MailChimp, or, use a free calendar booking system. I know that Acuity have a free version, Calendly have a free version. Find those things that don't need you to be laying out all this money, when I know that if you're like me, you probably don't have a lot to start with. That is probably my main tip. Go down, prioritize what it is that needs to be done, and then really look and see if it's something that you can do yourself. The other thing that obviously is very, very important, and it took me a long time to work this out, was that you do need someone helping to guide you. Now, I left it up to Google and I Googled so many things, and I YouTube videos, and I did have amazing mentors in the field that I looked up to, that I really consumed a lot of their Facebook content, and I really just ran with that. But it wasn't until I actually took the step and got a coach for myself and realized the power in working with someone who has been there and done it before, and also someone who can keep you accountable, can set out a clear plan for you, and who's probably tried and tested a lot of things in that beginning phase, and they know what works and what doesn't. So I highly recommend that if you get the opportunity to find a coach that has been there and done that before, and also find a supportive community for you to sort of nestle in and, just really connect and collaborate and get different opinions and tips and stuff off everyone. Because the thing is, it is a personal journey being an entrepreneur, but we're not the first ones to do it. There's people who's gone before us who have had success. There's people who have had failures, and I can tell you there's a lot of more people who fail in being an entrepreneur. They have a lot more fails than they have successes. So cut out all the crap for yourself, and find people who have been on that journey already, and just really absorb and connect with them so that you can get that goodness that they're sharing as well. So my thing with that is find that community that really resonates with you. I found one probably a year into my business, and it was the best thing I'd ever done, and I still have beautiful, really close connections with a lot of the women that I met back then. I learned a lot off them. They've learned a lot off me. So it's a really amazing thing to do, is to find that support system. And of course, if you can find a coach as well to help leap you into that success position a bit faster, that is also really powerful. So 2 things I want to sort of put to you today is I have recently, probably about 2 months ago, created an amazing community for female health entrepreneurs. And my idea for this is really to be that support system that I didn't have when I started. And as much as we're still growing, my vision for it, my hopes and dreams are very much to become, the world's biggest health entrepreneur community for female entrepreneurs, and I would love for you to be a part of it. And the whole purpose of it is so that we can connect and collaborate and share and really educate ourselves on how to have that successful business, so that we do have more successes rather than overwhelm and failure. Because yeah, trust me, in the 7 or 8 years I've been doing this now, I've wanted to quit a few times. I've gone down a few different pathways of businesses and ideas, but I always come back to the same thing, because the point is, that's my passion. So if you've got that passion, you'll know that you'll keep coming back to it, no matter what failures or tries and attempts that you have. So instead of, having that time of going through those failures and stuff, it's always good to have a supportive system to help you get to that success sooner and to support you. So please feel free, I'll put the links in the bottom to come and join our beautiful supportive group. And I also want to give you the opportunity to work with me one-on-one. So I have had a little bit of time off over the last month or so, just because I've been sorting out my endometriosis. But I'm happy to say that is sorted now. And I have a few spots available, and specifically for amazing entrepreneurs who are in the health industry and are at that startup stage of their business. Now, if this sounds like you, I really want to make sure that you and I gel, because I'm all about alignment and I don't want to waste anyone's time. So if this sounds like something that you need right now, I want to offer 2 positions in my coaching book for startups, and I've actually sorted out a very special kind of arrangement, because I know how bloody hard it is when you're just starting. Money can be tricky. So I do have a very high value coaching package that I offer, and I'm willing to, work with you so that you can get the coaching you need, and we can sort of look to that payment plan a bit down the track rather than straight away. So if this sounds like you, please feel free to either comment below or I will put the link in for my calendar, and just book in for a chat. We'll get to know each other and we can go from there. If you have any tips, please feel free to share them below. If you would like to know more about getting started, or if you're in that next stage of your business, so not the startup, but you're in that stage ready to get stuff done, ready to up-level your business, please feel free to reach out as well. All right, well, have an amazing day, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye.